Hi guys. This sounds so loud. Anyways, hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. If you are new here, igama ngo Asanda, and I create content on all things faith, my career as an attorney, my journey getting to it. So if you are a candidate attorney and looking for advice or just starting your career in any industry, this is a place to be, man, where we learn, grow, and have faith together. Anyways, yeah, Kazgane's pong is cool. This lighting is also not being kind to my forehead, hey? Okay, guys, you're just gonna have to bear with the big forehead and the glare. Let's see if I take off glasses. Yeah, let me actually take off glasses and hope that I can read. Anyways, so if you can see by the title of this video, I want to speak about God and careers. God cares about our careers, what we do with our lives, the decisions that we make. He's there. As long as obviously you invite them in the steps that you are going to take, you ask him to order your steps as he does, as you proceed in whatever that you do. Let's go to James 1, and I have notes and I have my Bible on this side. So James 1 verse 5, let's see what James 1 verse 5 says. It says that if you lack wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and will be given to you. One mistake a lot of people do is that when they've went on a path where maybe they feel that, okay, God didn't call me to this path, they go on this path and then they become afraid to now go back to God and ask for God to say, okay, please assist me, God. I know that you are all-knowing. I know that you are filled with wisdom, because whenever you are not sure, just go back to James and say, go back to yourself and say, I lack wisdom right now. Like if you are not sure, not just on parts, but even on work that you are doing, on decisions that you are doing, on whatever that you are taking. Example, the type of career that I'm in, the legal career, you need to have not just an upper knowing and just executing your client's instructions, but sometimes you need an upper wisdom. And for me, I always go back to God. God, help me. God, I know that you help me. I know that you are able. I know that you have wisdom. I know that you want me to be here. So in order for me to excel in this, I need you to assist me. I need you to ensure that I do this right. I need you to show me how to do this right, or do this the way that for my purpose I'd be right. So ask God for wisdom in that sense, and then yeah, so that's what I do mean. From consulting with a client, if I'm going to be consulting with a client, giving them feedback on their matter, I ask for wisdom. From the research that I do, sometimes when I start doing research on a tangent without asking for wisdom on my own understand, like I've done, say for example, a divorce. I've done divorces so many times. I know the act, I know how to draft summons. And I just go until the time that I call on God and say, God, help me to understand what is the mandate exactly for this pre-trial that I'm about to go to. Help me to have a clear understanding on what exactly are we going on trial for, if we are going on trial. And it's always at that time when I remind myself, there's a greater power. There's a greater power in me that helps me, that helps me in the career that I'm in, the life that I'm in. I'm now going on a tangent. The career that I'm in everything that I'm in. The moment that I tap into that, I always have answers. I always have wisdom to do the research. I remember there's this one case that I went to, and I kept on saying, where exactly do I get precedent for this? It was on the last day that I found a case that speaks specifically to the facts, speaks to everything that had happened there, and when I got it, I had a light bulb moment and I was like, surely God cares about my career. And I remember it well. So yeah. And yeah, then when you now know that God is the owner of all wisdom, or he has all the wisdom, go on then and ask him, or remind yourself that you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. Philippians 4 verse 13 speaks of this. It says that we can do all things. Guys, I'm a classes angwafagile, you'll know the struggle. But obviously, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4 verse 13 says, I love the book of Philippians 4. I really love it. It just says, I can do all things through him who gives me strength. Like, it's all that you need to do. Whenever you unsure, whenever you feel like, I'm not sure about this, I don't know what I'm doing, just say, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Because sometimes you're so reliant on yourself, forgetting that you should be reliant on the Holy Spirit that's in you, that's dwelling in you, God that is in you, the God that is running your life. You forget to rely on that and rely on your own past mistakes, on your own past, like you'd say, I've seen this before, I've done this before. Sometimes just say, I know that God is full of all strength. Everything is possible for me. Whenever you are not sure, trust me. The one thing that will assist you in this life is trusting God with all of your understanding. And then the last verse of assurance is Ecclesiastes 9, Mshumayeli. Guys, eyes. Okay, I can see. I can see through Christ who gives me strength. I'm able to see. I don't need that many help with glasses. We are there. Okay. Chapter 9. I think it's chapter 9 that I put down. Chapter 9, verse 10. It says this: whatever your hands find to do, do it with all your might. For in the realm of the dead, where you are going, because you're definitely going there, there is neither working, nor planning, nor knowledge, nor wisdom. That's the last thing that I want you, especially if you are just starting out your career. Maybe you're starting out your career with a low income job, with circumstances are just not as cute as you'd want them to be. But remember, remember that whatever you do, whatever you find to do with your hands, do it with all your might. I've shared with you guys my career journey. Started as a maid at some point when I was still in high school, until I think second or third year varsity. I used to work in a hotel every holiday. Worked at a call center one of the recesses, and just those two jobs. Forget about candidate attorney and all of that. I can tell you now, you can call every person that I've worked for. They will tell you, I made sure that in everything that I do it with all my might. That's why I'm able to put in my resume references of people that I worked back there. Even when, even in my job as a candidate attorney, it's so easy for me to refer to it, because I made sure that in all that I got, I put my hands in it, and I made sure that I do it with all my might, because I have this understanding that everything that God gives us to have and to experience and to do, we must do it with all our might, because maybe it is a preparation for what we want for ourselves. Example, articles. I was not earning a lot of money. In fact, I was earning below the minimum wage at that time. And I excelled in that job. Like, it was easy for me to go back and work in that firm, because I made sure that I gave it my all. Despite anything else, I gave it my all. And I want you to be faithful with the careers that God gives you. I want you to be faithful with the job that God gives you. I'm not saying tolerate abuse or anything if you are in situations like that. But if you have a job, be faithful to it. Make sure that you do your best with it and understand that this is your only chance and there's nothing else that is out there after you've done your job, after we've left this life. That's all we need to remember. And if we don't give ourselves our best, if we don't give ourselves the best experiences in anything that we do, we are actually shortchanging ourselves. And I don't want that for you guys, especially if you are just starting out your career. With that said, this is just a reminder to tell you that God cares about your career. And if you are not sure, go back to the Bible. Go back to the Bible. You'll find your answers. Go back to God. Go back in prayer. You will hear God. And when you are praying, sometimes just go back to God and listen. Go back to God and listen. And when you are with your thoughts and unsure, tell your thoughts. When you are with your thoughts and your thoughts start telling you things that are not true about yourself, are not true about your career, go back to it and tell it that I'm a great attorney. I deserve being here. I was ordained for a time like this. I was made to be a part of this. And when you are unsure, just go back to the word, man. Go back to the word. I don't want to start and be preachy. Anyways, I love you lots and I wish you nothing but the best. And I look like I'm bold. I'm not, guys. I'm not. Just that hairline is vibing and lighting is doing all sorts of things. I need to fix it. Anyways, I love you lots and I will see you next time. Bye.